Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm gonna do a, I'm gonna do a collective for today. Today is Friday, January 16th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. That was interesting. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Um, Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table or the floor for someone else. That literally just like knocked right out of my hand from the bottom of the deck. And I'm going to look at these before I put them back in the deck and and shuffle. There's a lot of cards too. Look at that. Ooh, the lovers. If you guys, this is the rare rebel deck. If you guys have followed me for a while, the rare rebel deck has, it's an oracle deck, but the author put in cards that are like the tarot cards, like major arcana, like judgment. $11 cards fell from the bottom of the deck. Someone has new love coming in with the new love and the lovers. Sacral, solar plexus, sexual energy, freaking root chakra. Like half the chakras fell out here. Somebody that's like somebody has somebody that's been watching them. They're coming in for a connection. Here's the thing. Divine timing, balanced. It's going to be a balanced connection. Whoever this person is, they might have received judgment in the past for having some vices or addictions, or you have, or you both have, right? I mean, I have vices now, right? I don't technically have addictions, but I have vices. And we all have had vices and addictions. So pot, hi, I'm kettle, I'm black, like so it could be either way. It could be both of you, but there's some kind of, it might stick with them. I want to cry. I want to cry. Um, Whoever this is, like they might have had vices and addictions, and it might have taken them like quite a while to get through that and figure out how to deal with themselves. You know what I mean? How to get over those issues that they have. Because it like they got their judgment, okay? And that with the root chakra, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, like this person, they had to balance themselves out. But they're going to come in for this connection, and it looks like it's going to be good for whoever this is. New love, lovers. I like it. Okay, I just threw those back in there. Let me do like a little I like to like kind of try and get them back in the mix there. Okay, now let's shuffle. I stayed home today. I didn't really feel great this morning, and with the snow and everything going on, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay home. I'm just going to stay home. All right. Giggity, giggity. It's the third anniversary. Well, the third birthday anniversary for my car, Samantha, in May, which is a little off. I know it's a little off, but the Monday, I think, I just had it in my head like I was going to order some new stuff for the car. Like I want her to feel fresh and rejuvenated and pretty and cute. You know, she's my baby. She's my baby girl. So I ordered some little coaster things for the little cup holders. I ordered another little garbage bag to hang off the back seat. I ordered another I had one of those like organizers in the trunk because I don't really use my trunk for anything. I mean, let's face it, it's just me and the cats. I rarely ever put anything in my trunk. I think November, December, when I had to take the donations for Toys for Tots to Menards and drop them off, I had 2 big boxes in my trunk. I think that's the most action my trunk has seen in a long time. So I got another little organizer because I have like all these work things, like bags of gloves and stuff like that for work that I use. So I'm like, I'm just going to throw it all back there. So I got 2 organizers back there now. And I got plate covers for my license plates, but I don't think they're going to work. I think I'm going to have to order a different set. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Oh, and I completely forgot. It wasn't snowing yesterday when I got home, but it was really freaking cold. I originally was going to go out for a walk. I was all bundled up. I was doing all the car stuff outside in front of my driveway, or in my driveway in front of my garage. And I'm looking at my back seat, and because I pulled the gloves and put them in the trunk in the organizer, and I'm looking at my back seat. I'm like, there's nothing in my back seat. And I'm like, holy crap. It is the middle of winter, and I forgot to put my emergency fleece blankets in there, like just in case, anything happens. In the winter, in the northern states, usually you'll carry like water, blankets, coats, things to keep you warm, like if you get stuck somewhere. I'm like, where the hell are my blankets? I was like, what the hell? We got 1 on the table, 2 on the table. Oh, we're going to talk about friendship today? Let's talk about friendship. Yeah, baby. Oh, look at that. We got 6 on the table. Let's do 2 more shuffles. So yeah, I was dolling up my car yesterday. I'm pretty excited, actually. And then I don't know I think I told you guys, when I first got Samantha, I did a 3-year subscription for automatic start. And the first year and a half, I couldn't figure it out. I literally couldn't figure it out. And it's on an app on my phone. And I think I paid like $150 for 3 years. And the guy at the dealership, who I thought was a nice guy, but when I think about it, he's kind of an ass. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, enjoy your 3 years because you're probably not going to want to re-sign up. And I'm like, why? And he goes, oh, it's like $1,000 a year. Like he literally said this to me at the Subaru dealership. And I'm looking at him like, $1,000 a year? Like I could go buy an automatic start kit, have somebody put it in with a key fob, right? For probably $500-$600. Buy the kit, have it installed, and I would never have to pay anything unless, it goes kaput. Why would anybody pay $1,000 a year for an app on your phone? And I remember walking away from the dealership thinking, okay, who the would pay that? It's literally in the app, in the phone. My yearly fee after the first promotional 3 years, my yearly fee is like $100. It's like $99. Why would somebody tell somebody that? Make it make sense. Why would somebody tell somebody that? I mean, $100 a year is not bad. Again, I probably would pay less in the long term if I just bought a kit and had it installed. But it's already in there. All I have to do is use, the app. I might as well just pay the $100 and use it. But $1,000, why would he tell me that? And the thing is at the time I thought he was joking because I laughed. He was not joking. We got 7 on the table with bottom of the deck. We've got intimacy. We've got friendship. We've got balance. We've got a grown chakra. We've got divine timing. We've got sacral chakra. And then we've got bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. A feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. You guys know the intimacy card, it doesn't really mean sex. It means intimacy in a relationship. So, knowing someone like you know yourself, basically, right? And that could be in a friendship, a family relationship, a neighbor, if you have a really close neighbor you're friends with, a work colleague that's your friend, that kind of thing. Somebody's friendship is going to grow. Let me say that. With the sacral chakra, it could eventually evolve into something sexual. So again, it doesn't matter. 2 men, 2 women, a woman and a man. It doesn't matter. Like whatever this friendship is, intimacy is going to be built. Like true friendship. Do you know what I'm saying? With the balance, the crown chakra, like this is like meeting somebody, becoming friends, and you're going to build from there. And this is going to bring, I kind of had this in one of the affirmations this morning. Like this is just going to bring balance to 2 people. I think it was affirmations. Maybe it was last night's reading. But it's really going to balance out 2 people together and separate, This divine timing, this sacral chakra. So here's the thing. When this relationship gets to a turning point, there's going to be an opportunity for some type of sexual relationship. So we'll just use hetero norms, right? We'll just say a man and a woman become friends. Okay, hold on one second. Bubbles is whining. I'm going to let him in. He'll probably be cuter if he's in rather than out. Come on in. Come on in, buddy. I know. Look. You're on camera. Huh? Are you camera shy? You camera shy, huh? This is Bubs. Look at him. Look at him. Little double. All right. So at some point with this divine timing, the sacral chakra, the 6 of Pentacles, like 2 people in this friendship are going to have an option. They're going to come to a crossroads and it's like, okay, are we going to still be friends? Are we just going to be friends? Or are we going to become something more? Bubbles. Bubs. You don't need to bother Homer. Don't bother Homer. Leave him alone. They're always getting in fights. It's like Cain and Abel. Biblical references there. Stop. Just be nice. You only have one brother and one sister. Be nice. You don't have to always be the dominant. Just let them be. Why don't you get up on the bed and take a nap? Be a good kitty. Take a nappy. Are we going to just be friends, which is great. Like this looks great. 2 people as friends, or are we going to evolve this into, something more? And I'm just going to say this. I think it's going to be a mixed bag, like I know, here comes the truth, right? I know most of my guy friends I work with right now. I don't really have any guy friends outside of work, like long-term friends from school or anything like that. They all moved on. I moved on. So all of my guy friends are work-related friends. There are a few that I would probably take it to the next level. If given the opportunity. Not many. I said a few. Um, but most of them no. Like most of them, like I just consider them friends, and that's it. We're just friends, and that is it. And I'm having a little personal moment in my head with thoughts of these men from work. I'm just going to say, and I don't think it's a coincidence, so I'm going to say it. There is a possibility that someone will have a friend, okay, with the opportunity for more, okay, and another friend is going to get in between that. I kind of already had that happen, kind of, right? I mean, if you subscribe, the guy that I was in love with at work, I mean, and again, I can only look at things from my own perspective. I have no idea their thoughts and feelings because they wouldn't talk to me. Um, we don't communicate like at all ever. So, because why would we do that? That's crazy. Why would we be adults? That's insane. Um, when I was in love with the guy from work, my friend, my work friend, I mean, I considered her my friend. I thought the two of them were together. They are, they aren't. It doesn't matter. I don't think that they are. I don't think that they ever were. Not really. Um, she chose to be friends with him rather than be friends with me. Just like we have her and I have a mutual friend who she was friends with longer than I was, but she's a mutual friend. I still talk to her every now and again. Um, we actually worked next to each other for part of the day yesterday, and we kind of went back and forth. But she also chose to be more friends with him than me. And that's because if you follow, if you subscribe, I had said when this first started, that in my experience, women will always choose dick over friendship. And these two women are the prime example of that. Now, the one who was the friend of the friend, I think she's just like flits around. She's friends with anybody. I don't think she necessarily chose dick over me because again, her and I talk. But my friend, the young woman that I thought was my friend, that I thought maybe was with the guy, she for sure chose dick over friendship. For sure. For sure. Like I don't know why you wouldn't like talk to me, but you literally spend as much time as you can with him. If you don't in some type of way know that you were looking for something more with him, whether it ever happened or not. And again, this is just my outside perspective because her and him, neither one of them will talk to me. Um, which is fine. I mean, that, things happen the way that they happen. And like I said before, like I have to pick up my own pieces of my own life and I have to move on for myself. I can't really be worried about what's happening over there. The only thing I could do is see what's happening and make my own assumptions, right? I hate to make assumptions because again, like I hate to put a label on her and I hate to put a label on him but at the same time like I don't, you know, I mean it is what it is. But for somebody out there, I think I had that little vision because somebody's going to like get in a connection with a friend. There's going to be a possibility for more and another friend is going to get in the middle of it. I don't know that it's necessarily going to be on purpose. I don't know that it's necessarily going to be malicious. Because even like with my situation with the guy and the friend, I fully and wholeheartedly believe, and I could be wrong, but I fully and wholeheartedly believe that when I was in love with him and I was waiting for something to happen there because I thought something was going to happen there, I thought something was reciprocated, and then I thought the two of them had something going on. Like all of a sudden, it seemed like they had something going on. Um, I wholeheartedly believe that she did not know that when I said something that she was shocked and surprised. I could be wrong. And this is just me trying to put a more positive spin on it and try to be a little bit more optimistic about um, humanity and people actually having a heart and a soul. Because if she did know that I was in love with him, that I had a thing for him, and that the two of us might have been moving towards each other, and then she tried to get in the middle of that on purpose, I don't want to look at her like that. I just don't want to look at her like that, you know? Like I don't want to believe that. Even if that is the case, like I would rather just remain clueless, honestly, cuz I don't want to look at her like that. Cuz that's I mean, I've had that before too. Like, and that's just some really nasty, shitty, not so friendship energy, you know? And I'd rather not put her in that box. I just don't want to believe that. Um, but yeah, for this reading, somebody might encounter that. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. Bubbles hopes you have a fabulous Friday. I don't know what he's looking at out there. It's just snow. Bubs, I know. Yep. Yep. Well, no. Well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.